Welcome to the narration of My Senior Project. I am Alan DeLonga, and I will be giving you a brief walkthrough and explanation of My Senior Project. If you wish to view the game without pauses or narration, please view Zombs Death in Level 1 or Zombs First Full Level. I was a project manager of My Senior Project of a group of 4 over the course of 2 quarters, which roughly is 20 weeks. The aspects I implemented were the model loading, animations, sounds, and interactions, as well as creating a lot of the models, skins, and animations in Milkshape. I also added the particle generation, weapon inventory, HUD displays, as well as working in all other parts, helping where needed, like in the camera, collision detection, zombies, crawlers. So if we just look in the file directory, we can see all the models that we have set up, the models and the skins for each. We also have a lot of sounds set up for each one. We have the driver and the game.cpp and files like zombie and player. Everything is segmented out. So let's get into the interesting part, the actual game. So on startup, you can select play by just clicking on it. We click on it. We see in the top left hand corner is where my weapons will be, but there isn't any yet. We also see in the bottom left corner there's a map. There's an arrow that shows the orientation of your player, as well as objectives that you should be headed towards, which are the yellow dots, and the red dots, which are the enemies in the level. So as we go, we see there's also a smart zoom for the camera, which allows you to get into tight spaces and still be able to see what's going on, and without popping through walls. So as we go, we also got shaders implemented, so we have dark areas as well as shadows on the characters. And so we open, we have zombie characters, which their life is denoted by the circles on the ground below them. There's green for when they're fully healthy and red for when they're about to die. See, I'm about to hit this objective here in the map, and this sets off the interaction with this body in the bed. So as we go, the objectives are telling me where I should head next, so I'm just following those through the game. This first level is more of a tutorial to help the player learn the basic aspects and how the gameplay works. So as you go, I have a point source for non-playable characters, which this one's a nurse. Did the skinning on this as well as the animation when you interact and the sound. As we go, we can run, hear the sprinting. Now we finally have a weapon. Let's try to use this out. Got the particle generation. The extinguisher freezes the enemies, so they're not as fast, but they start speeding up and defrosting. So let's get into the next area. We also have bounding boxes and spheres and such around all the items. For development purposes, we have a key to show these so we can see the interactions and see what's happening. So let's take that back off. Also down in the bottom of the screen, you'll notice there is a description of what's going on, a narrative, and some hints that tell you how to use different things as the game progresses. So let's try to use the adrenaline. Adrenaline speeds up your running as well as making you pretty much indestructible until it lasts. And it runs out pretty quickly. I also picked up a new weapon, so let's try that out. We got Tank Bomb, which we have an aimer, which just cycles back and forth, and when you let go, throw a bomb. Got sounds and particle generation associated with that. In the bottom right hand corner, you'll also notice there's a zombie head, and that denotes the amount of awareness that zombies have in the area. The more noise you make, the higher the awareness goes, and the farther zombies can see you. See, now the zombies are coming from other parts of the level to try to attack me. And not only do they become more aware, but they also become faster. So let's go through here. I've also implemented different enemies like crawlers on the ground we haven't set up for this second level. I was gonna have them be frozen by the fire extinguisher, but for now you can just hit them. Oh, and they only get off when you run into them. And it just goes through its cycle and dies. So let's get over here. Grab the key. Alright, now we can see from the map that there's going to be a swarm of red dots up here. Alright, maybe not. Let's try this out. Should be though. Where'd they all go? There they are. And now I'm stuck. Let's use that G again. Try to get out of here. I'm going to try to pull out the tank bomb. Blow these suckers up. Oh, run out of the adrenaline. And that's pretty much it.